We're live again from New York City. We are about to install the frets on this Fender neck, Jazz Bass neck. Yeah, using a method that I came up with some ideas to improve an old method of using an arbor press. If you watched the previous live stream, you saw me make this call to jig it up, right? So this is now a call for this neck and this neck only. I put a little stop block here, and this is Bondo. So if you missed the previous live stream, I recommend you watch it because I show you how to make it. Yeah, so that's one improvement. Another improvement is the use of a torque wrench, which I have right here, which I can show you. I'll open it. So I bought this torque wrench just for installing the frets on a arbor press. What's a torque wrench? Well, you set up a torque here, so this is locked, unlocked, and then you push the frets in using the same torque on all of them. So now I'm dialing in the right number here. It takes quite a few turns. Here, almost there. Okay, and I lock it. And I have this little adapter, which goes here. Well, it's not an adapter, it's a socket, hex socket wrench, whatever piece. And this goes here, and you will see how this works in a minute. I have all the frets here. So I pre-radiused and cut 22 frets. I just want to have a couple of extra frets. And here is a fragment from a string, okay, which is what I'm going to use to put glue inside of the fret slots. I already cleaned up the fret slots in a previous live stream, and now I'm about to install the frets. The camera here will show you some close-ups. The glue I'm going to be using is the good old fish glue. This is it. If the camera wants to focus, fish glue. It's glue you can eat. You can. It's just protein. It's just fish tissue. It smells like fish, which is what this is. When it dries up, it's not going to smell like fish. So this clamping call is something that I came up with. This is an old one from a telly or a strat neck. I can't remember. Yeah, it's much shorter, obviously, because this is a bass here that we are refretting. I'm sorry, I don't know how loud the music is. This is prime rehearsal time. Let's close this door maybe, huh? Although this is still open. So let's get to work. How should I set this up? Okay, here. This is one fret. So I can get it ready here, and now I'll just put some glue into the fret slot, and I need some tissue. It's fish glue. You can always wipe it later with water, wipe it off, okay? So now with the string fragment, I just take some glue like this, and now Here's a close-up. Let's just put some glue inside. So you see I smeared some glue outside of the fret slot, which is why I need that tissue. But like I said, it's fish glue. I'm not worried about squeeze out or anything because you can always clean it with water later on. Now I'm just going to wipe it a little bit. Yeah, it's a tight space. Okay. Goes here. Okay. I just need to make sure that it's positioned correctly. And now I take the torque wrench and I just push it in. And this will click. I don't think you will hear the click because this microphone is only picking up my voice mostly. Oops. What's happening? Oh, I have a problem. Something is collapsing on me here. I doubled up this platform and now it's sinking on me. So sorry about that, but I need to deal with this now. Okay. This is unexpected. Obviously, these things happen in a repair shop. I had to double it up for some reasons that I don't really want to get into right now. But now it's moving on me. Okay. So we need to put this arbor press down. Sorry about that. I might need to end this live stream, fix this, and then start another one. Let's see. So now I have this fret kind of installed. Well, let's leave it in. See, I doubled up this platform. And I guess I didn't do it right. Okay. Well, it is a live stream, so anything can happen, right? We deal with these things when they happen, but we don't usually record them on video. So I don't know if I should end it and then start another live stream or if I should just continue. I see there are people watching, so I guess I'll just continue. And now I'll explain why I did this doubling up, okay? So basically, you want the platform to be longer than the neck, right? The white platform, which is on the bottom, is, you know, good for guitar necks. Let me remove this, I'll explain. Okay, so this one is good for guitar necks. And as you can see, you can lay it flat, right? But this one is longer, but you can't lay it flat because it has this thing. Okay? So I thought I would just do this and just tape it together, but now it just slipped, okay? So this can still work if it stays put. And like I said, this is a fairly new method that I am using. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have used the white platform. I need to think about this now. So now you see the problem. If I had some spacers, all right. Another thing I could do is, instead of doubling up this thing, I could simply put spacers like this here. One on this side and one on this side. I think this would be just fine. How about that? And then drive it through, because now it can lay flat, right? Yeah, let me try that. So let's put this neck away. So on these live streams, obviously get to see all the mistakes that happen. I'm not going to sanitize it. It is what it is. There you go. If it's the right size. Maybe. Yeah, it should work. In fact, this gives me an idea. Maybe in the future, as I improve this, I kind of like the fact that this has a center rail, and now I can maybe build a shelf with a channel so that I can just move it so that it doesn't move this way. So that's an idea. So maybe something good comes out of this now. All right. I think I'm good with this. Let's put this neck back here. So you can see how this fits, and you know, it doesn't matter, like I said in the previous live stream, that there are some wrinkles. It really makes no difference. This is important. This is, you know, the exact position where the neck needs to be. So now it'll be kind of improvised, but maybe in the future I will have a channel routed out. Okay. This glue is a little bit dry now, I think, right? And I didn't drive it in all the way, I think. I'm not sure. Probably not. It defeats the purpose of that torque wrench method. So why don't I, is this good? Yeah. I'll just put a little bit of water. It's going to soften up that fish glue. And it's not going to hurt the wood. Like I was saying in the previous live stream, I have around 60% relative humidity now. So the glue isn't drying up very quickly right now. That works in my favor. I have a hygrometer right here. Right now it's 56%, okay? As we speak, which is fine. Okay, sorry about the interruption. It is what it is. And now I can show you the torque wrench method. So once again, it clicks, but I have a dynamic microphone, a headset. You won't hear the click. I don't think you will hear it. This needs to be centered. And now, okay, so I think you saw that, right? So that's it now, okay? And maybe there's a little too much water here. Okay, we're good with this fret. Now let's move this. Well, actually, let's put the glue here now. Where's my thing? Here. I wish I had another close-up camera on this side. Maybe I will reposition the other camera for, you know, the second half. Now, I'm also a builder. I made this jig for my builds, not for refretting. Yeah, I made this a long time ago. And I keep, you know, coming up with little additional ideas, but don't necessarily have time to implement them. But when I do, I'll let you know. All right. So I go slow, it's seated, and now I think you saw the click. All right, this is it. We can use a Q-tip to clean up the little squeeze out that I see. Like I said, it's fish glue. We can always clean it later with water. Okay. I got an audience. I can see on the computer. Some people are watching. Prime time for live streams, I guess. The frets are radius to a 7 1/4 inch radius. I don't over radius frets. I don't think that's a good idea. I just want them to be exact. Okay. That's it. This looks good. All right. There's a little squeeze out. Who cares? I'll clean it up later. We can use super glue with fish glue. Water helps during the removal process later. Now, will the next technician know to do that? I don't know. But I like to test, you know, with water when I'm removing frets. This should go fairly quickly. No squeezer on this one. I'm not really sure where I would put the camera exactly to show you this angle, because I'm standing here where I think it would be good to have a camera. Yeah. Fret number 5. Also, one little subtlety here. When I install frets into for a refret, sometimes I try to find where the barbs actually sit, because there are little dimples from the previous barbs. I need to move this now. Okay. Okay, so like this. I can push it manually first, and now I take the torque wrench and click. Right? Let's clean the little squeeze out with water. I always keep a little container of water, a small container, and it's small so that if I knock it and spill the water, I only spill a little bit of water on the workbench. Yeah, that's good. Okay, continuing. The fish glue is kept in the fridge, and I also have some frozen in the freezer. But you do need to warm it up a little bit before you can use it. I mean, warm it up to room temperature. Yeah, I'm gonna get too much squeeze out here, so I might as well remove some of this excess glue. Okay. No squeeze out. Okay. The removal of the frets actually takes longer than the actual refretting. And cleaning up takes longer. So the idea is to minimize the need for leveling the frets. I mean, I'm still going to perform a level crown and polish, but if we have a true fingerboard, which we do because I planed it, and if we install all the frets with the same pressure using a torque wrench, we should be very close to being perfectly leveled. So, like I said, I will be leveling the frets, but I will probably end up removing a minimal amount from the frets. Now the question is, should we even bother leveling? Yeah, I mean, I like to do it because when I mark off all the frets with a red marker and I do a light pass with the sanding beam, I can get a good read of the fretboard topography. So yeah, and you don't get that same read by checking with the fret rocker. A fret rocker is a good diagnostics tool. It helps to explain to the customers that the frets are uneven. Okay, 8th fret. I like installing frets. I like fret work in general. It's one of my favorite things to do. The frets and the nut. Only one time. So we're 30 minutes into this. And we did have that situation that I had to deal with. So we're probably, you know, maybe 15 minutes into the actual refretting job. Just a little bit of squeeze out I can see here. That's good. So we don't have any gaps. Where's my feeler gauge? Here. Oh, a little gap. Do we have gaps? Maybe I should push it one more time. I'll cut them at the end. I see a little bit of squeeze out here, so okay, so now would I be able to put a camera here on this side? Let me try. It's very much in the way. Maybe. All right, let's try. I see my timing is off because I'm pushing the button for the switcher. So this torque wrench is kind of special because a normal torque wrench only has a torque setting for a clockwise direction, and this one has a torque setting also for the counterclockwise because we're going counterclockwise. This is the only one that I could find that has a torque setting for both directions. And I put an Amazon link in the description below for this torque wrench. Yeah, so you can, if you want to use the same kind of setup on your arbor press. I had to modify something else on the arbor press. I'll show you later. Yeah, this is the only torque wrench that will actually work. The Amazon link is an affiliate link. I am required to disclose that, so I make a small commission at no extra cost to you. But yeah, so this is the only torque wrench that I could find that is it bidirectional maybe? I don't know. Okay, the camera is in the way. Come on, switch. Okay. All right, so here you can see I do have some squeeze out in this case. Not a big deal. I just wipe it off with a wet Q-tip. All right. Maybe I can reposition this camera a little bit. Okay. Fourteenth fret. Now you will see how it breaks here when it clicks. Okay, so that's yeah, that's how torque wrench works. There are different kinds of torque wrenches. I think this one is called a click torque wrench, something like that. Okay, so this is a left threaded bolt. So I had to modify this. I'm not sure if there was a hole there before. Maybe there was. I had to drill a bigger hole, and I had to buy a